Hello everybody, this is Dr. Chibi here, and I have to do post commentary due to forgetting to move my microphone, position my microphone correctly. So in this is a new series I'm starting. It's going to be showing you how to create your own little settlement in Kenshi. We're going to be picking freedom fighters because they are a group of 5 people that basically start out with good building equipment, and they are basically the start out if you want to build your own base quickly. Anyway, no real character setup here. I just wanted to get right into it. However, I've watched this video twice because the first post commentary failed. But I just noticed it mentioned 5 people and I have 6. Now, I do know that if you play as the old soldier, he starts out in that town, so I'm not wondering if it's a bug, which it probably is, to be honest. Just as a fair warning, then, all of your characters start with at the same as the Wanderer, level 1 in everything. Here, to make my group move, without one outpacing the other, I made my I have 4 people that have the building materials, and then the character you make doesn't. Made all 4 of them. Wait a minute, I have more than 5. Okay, never mind. Anyway, yeah, my brain's bleh. But anyway, I made them all the builders follow one builder, and then made the 3 other guys who didn't have building materials follow Saru, which is the builder everybody else is following. Basically, now they're all moving at the same speed, nobody gets left behind. I set the 3 guys to bodyguard Saru, that way if anybody tries to attack her, then they'll go charge off. Now, I will be first to say I'm not a master at Kenshi, and I'm not really an expert. I'm just someone who has played it, learned a lot, and I know whenever I first started, the help is somewhat helpful, but there's a lot of stuff I didn't know until trial and error. But for the most part, if you want to build a settlement, you need to pick a good place to go. There are a few rules, however. Number 1, you cannot build too close to a current town. Like the town we just left, I cannot build right outside their gate. I have to move quite a ways away. Number 2, location is important because if you're out in the middle of an area that's highly traveled, bandits are going to come through there and they're going to screw you up. Because when you first begin, the only thing you can build is a stone mine, a stone processor, a bench, a tech bench, a generator, and a small shack. So, I mean, you have no walls. So, it's pretty much just going to be your people defending. Here, I'm using prospecting to try and find a good location. Whenever you prospect, it gives you 4 numbers: water, fertility, stone, and iron. The higher those numbers are, the easier it is for you to get those materials. For instance, there we had a high stone, which means we will get, when we put down our stone mine and mine, we will get stone quicker. However, our water was very low, so when we put down a well, it will take a lot longer for us to get water out of that well. Now at this point, I actually, a little future thing, we're going to be coming up on some bandits soon that are kind of off in the distance, and I didn't want to engage them because these 4 people that have these backpacks on them, they subtract 10 from their combat skills. If you look in the bottom left, it shows attack skill and defense skill of Saru, -9. Then next to it shows -10. She has 1 in both skills, so that's why it's -9. I could take the backpack off and put it in her inventory, and that would negate, if she didn't have one attack skill and one defense. The problem with that is it would make her heavier than hell, and she wouldn't be able to move that quickly and maneuver during a fight, so she'd still be a sitting duck. On top of that, since we have 4 people here who are in no shape to fight, I guess I've got lucky and I've got 7 people, so the other 3 guys I can just, you know, they can fight my battles for me, especially that old soldier with his high skills. He'll come in handy. Granted, you may not have him. I don't know how I have him, but I guess I just lucked out. There's the bandits to our left, and something kind of odd here. The bad thing about being in the desert is, I move my mouse over them. They are hostile because the mouse turns red. I think it's coming up. They will actually just vanish. There they are, and they're gone. I thought, okay, maybe they despawned. But I think it's just they were being hidden by a sand dune and they blend in so well. I'm heading in this direction because I want to build a base on top of these mesas. As I'm heading this direction, I realize, well, crap, I'm heading towards a city, so I need to veer off to the left. Since those guys are gone, I'll go ahead and cut off here. And here's where we kind of run into a problem. I look behind me, see something, and it turns out those bandits were there the entire time. Now myself and the 2 other guys that are fighters are going to charge off and fight. I had 2 decisions to make. One, stay and fight with my entire group, or leave those 3 behind and send my builders on. Sure, we all could have been fought, but we'd all been knocked out, and before anyone got up, some of them could have died. Or another group could have come along and killed the rest that did get up. So I made the decision to send my builders on while those 3 held back the bandits. Which I'm glad I did, because the video is almost over at this point. But basically, I sent them into the next town I'm heading towards, sent the Saru back, picked those 3 guys up, put them in town. In the next video, you'll see where we go from there.